Welcome to the conversation. And today we got a guest star, Alexis, and we're going to be talking about her upcoming business. She's an entrepreneur. She is a producer, right?
I am a producer, a writer, director, and an actress.
Oh, so you everything. You everything.
I wear many hats, yes.
All right, so look, where you from?
I am from the east side of Detroit.
East side of Detroit?
Yes.
Right. So you where I'm from?
Yeah, it's like, well, I'm from the city, so east side, 7 Mile area, stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, so when it started off, like, how did this whole movie thing start off for you? What made you sit back and say, I want to actually go into filmmaking?
Yeah, so like everyone I believe has crafts. Like they're blessed with gifts or crafts. And I think mine is writing. So that's where it basically came about. Like I can tell as a kid, like I love movies. Like and I don't just watch them like anyone will watch them. Like I'll go through the movie. Like I like certain shots. Like I noticed all this when I was a kid. So as I got older, once I just started writing, then I started doing auditions, and then I seen like I think I can do this myself. Like I can actually write a script and I can get it done, and that's what I did.
And what was your first film?
My first film is called Mischievous. It is a short. It's only 45 minutes. It was supposed to be a feature, but it ended up becoming a short. And that dropped in 2000. Well, I started filming in 2018, and then I released it last year, 2019.
And how did it do? It's on what platform is it on?
So the only platform that it is on as of right now is YouTube. If you would like to go check it out, you can subscribe at my YouTube page, Alexis Louise, and it'll be on there. So it's only on YouTube right now. However, like I said, I dropped it last year in January, and I'm going to do a anniversary drop this January, and it will be available on Amazon. So all of my projects, all of my future projects, everything will be where you can stream it. I won't be releasing it on YouTube anymore.
Is it harder on YouTube? Like, do they have certain restrictions? Because I did see that film.
No.
And when I seen that film, I'm like, the start off and the ending both had me like tweaked out. I'm like, first of all, it started off with you getting clapped. I'm like,
yes. And I choose to start it with that scene because I am new in the industry. And I just wanted to grab people's attention and keep it because I believe the story is good in itself, in its whole. But to keep people attention and they don't really know you like that, you just want to start off with something good. So it's like, oh, wait, what is this?
What made you put yourself in there?
Oh, so that was also to put myself out there as well. Because like I said, I am an actress. However, that had come like 3 titles down. Like I am a writer first, director, actress, producer. So it was just really to put myself out there. I was going to cast for someone else, and then as I was just speaking with other writers and stuff, and they were just like, you should probably do this role, because I was actually going to be the best friend. Her name is Treese in the film. I was going to play the best friend and just cast for the main role, but I was like, yeah, this is my first film. This is my first screenplay. So I'm going to do it myself. I know I can do it. I'm going to get the vision across.
When I seen that when you told me you wrote it, you produced all that, and you was in it, I'm like, she gave me Tyler Perry vibes. When he started off with his, with the whole, what was it, when they be on stage and stuff?
The plays, when he started with his plays, yes. Yeah, so, like, I do plan on any film that I write, or if I have my hands into it, if I don't sell it, I'm going to have, like, a role. It don't ever have to be the main role, but I'm always you're going to see me in it. Like, I'm going to be, I'm going to
extra.
Like a waitress, something. Like, I'm going to always try to have a role, but it doesn't always have to be, like, the main role, so, yeah.
Okay, so you kind of vibe with yourself. You like having yourself in your films to get yourself out there. So, like, when it come down to actually picking the people you want to play, like, because I told you when I saw the first film, I'm like, the first person, the dude that you was really with, the guy, he was a better actor than
my husband, Steven, which was played by DeJuan Ford.
Yeah, he was a good actor.
Okay.
The other one, I looked at the other, I'm like, I see where he was going with it. But then I like he had me lost for a little bit. He had me shaking. It was just more of how he spoke, but it was dope. Like I actually like the fact that this actually sit back with somebody that actually write their own movies, that actually take the chances in doing it.
Yes.
A lot of people don't do that. Like, a lot of people don't. They get discouraged. They be like, "Oh no, I didn't do good." And then I see the new film you're working on. I'm looking at it on Facebook. I'm like, damn. I said it look high quality. It look like you got all of the right things in this one. Like, and the good thing is you didn't take your first show and just be like, no, I'm not doing another one. You actually coming out with another one.
Yes.
And it looks, from what I seen, it looks way better than. And then, like, you put your time into it.
You only supposed to get better.
Yeah.
You only supposed to get better. Like, that's the point. Like, my first film, like, for one, I did everything by myself. I didn't have a team. This one, I have a team. My first film, I did everything independently, and I spent about $5,000-$6,000, and that is cheap.
That's the first movie?
Yes.
So
I spent like $5,000 to $6,000 to even start production on an independent film. You have to have at least $10,000 to even pay your crew. Like, you need $10,000 to even start. So Mischievous, my first film, it was a freaking blessing, and it still turned out good. But like the quality and things like that, I love the way it looks. But yeah, that was like $5,000 or $6,000.
So what's the second one?
It only got to get better.
Damn, my God. So when it come down to actually sitting back, putting the script together, and you say, okay, this the one. Like, how do you know? Like, how are you comfortable with saying, okay, this is a script that should be this is the film that should actually be put out there?
Like, okay, yeah. So with me, I'm so weird. I am, like, because I know I'm gonna have to get better. This is something I probably have to get better at. Like, when I'm working on a project, I'm on that project. I'm blood, sweat, tears. I'm fully on to this project. So I just focus on that. So that's how I know it's the one, because this is the one I'm focusing on. I don't really think about any other projects, and I know that I'm gonna have to change that, because I have people where they want me to write this piece for them, but I'm working on my stuff. So it's something that I'm gonna have to change.
So people come to you and they want you to write
Yes, and I'm super excited. That's something that's starting. You know, once people see that you actually can do something, and you're not just talking, and then your work gonna speak for itself. So yes, I have people where they've came to me. I just finished a short for someone else last week. I just finished a short, and I think it's really good. I was excited about it. I'm like, oh yeah, I hope I get to see them film it. But yeah, so when I know it's the one, because I'm focused on it. Like, I'll do a project, and I'm like, okay, yep, I'm putting everything into this one. This is the one.
So you basically don't tackle nothing else. You just keep focused on the main goal.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
That's what's up.
As of right now, because I don't have a huge team. So like I said, with me wearing so many hats, I try not to spread myself too thin.
Right.
So I do try to just focus on that project. But once I start getting more of a team, more help, and I'll be able to do more things.
I could see it, because it's like with me, like when I first started this podcast and thing, like you just came in here and you was like, you need this, and you seen it. You like, oh, you do got that. So what was up with the first video?
Yes, I was ready.
I was really trying to get a chill vibe off the first one. And then if you notice, like I said, I started to promote it differently. Like, I'm about to come out with this thing called Mental Health Mondays.
Okay.
So like on Mental Health Mondays, I already got the little clip and everything ready for now. People can come here. They know Monday they're going to come here and it's going to be all mental health talk. They know through the rest of the week up until Friday, we're going to be talking about life things, goals, and stuff like that. Or people coming on the show and they telling us about what they about to start. Like, I try to aim for helping people.
Yes.
And when I seen you, I'm like, okay, now this about to be sweet. Like,
yes.
When I seen the first one and I see you making a new one, I'm like, she gonna go to the top. I said it'd be dope to have that first interview.
Yes. This will be my first interview. This is my first interview.
Oh, and I appreciate you coming on here for real.
No, thank you for having me.
And it's crazy. Like, we actually started at work, like literally, and then we worked together for at least 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
A few weeks. I feel like God put people in your life.
I really believe that.
Then that's something that the reason why I'm continuing is because I really already got confirmation from God, like, with my craft. So that's why I keep going. No matter, it's so many things that's going to come your way to stop you. And sometimes you're going to actually stop because you're so fucking defeated by it. So you're actually going to stop. But those are just stepping stones. You got to keep going. So if I got confirmation from God, it's nothing that nobody can really do to shake me or knock me off my square. So you just got to keep going. Like, that's the only thing. And so like I said, I feel like everything is like, God put people in your way for a reason. Like, and that's why I feel like when you started talking about it, I can see that you were serious about
When
it.
I tell
You know what
you,
I'm saying? So
I was
yeah.
literally like, in my life, like a lot of people like, Q, you everywhere. You want to do this, you want to do that, you want to do this. And when I want my hands in everything, I don't care what it is. I really just want my hands into something. Cause like when I worked my first plant, I was talking to my homegirl. I'm like, yeah, we come to work literally every day, do the same thing. You wake up, go to sleep, wake up, go to sleep. I said, you don't feel no type of way like that? She said, Q, no, we just ordinary people.
8 to 10 hours.
That shit blew me. Ordinary? I said, yeah, I don't want to be that. Like, it's so much stuff out here in the world, and you got to find your calling. And this is, I'm not going to say it's simple or easy. It's easy to a certain extent, because you got to actually have something to talk about. You can't just come on here and be like, yeah, so what's up, y'all?
Yes.
And be dry. Like, the first one I did was interesting to me. I'm like, okay, I can see how I vibe with this person. I'm literally trying to find somebody that actually can get on it and fit with me. Like, the second one I did last night, that one was so everywhere, but it was so cool. When that one dropped, you're gonna be like, okay, I can see what he did here. And I put a lot of effort into it. So when I knew that you was coming, I'm like, you actually was like, oh yeah, let me know. Even when stuff went left with you at work, you're like, yeah, keep in touch.
Yes.
And I'm like, damn, so she's serious too.
Because I knew you were serious. I can tell. You can
that.
tell when a person is just talking about what they want to do and when they're actually going to take steps to do what they need to do to get things accomplished. And I can tell that you were serious about it because we talked about it all the time. It wasn't just like, oh, we're just talking about it in conversation. It was like, no, that was the conversation.
Yeah, it wasn't actually, we literally was like, I want you to know, like, hey, this is my plan. This is what I'm trying to do. So, and when I seen you, and then it's like you always in your book. You always in your book, you in your phone. I'm like, man, she look important. She taking care of business, and you actually doing what you're saying. You're not sitting back just, oh yeah, I'm just making this, and you ain't putting bull crap into your craft. You actually putting work into your craft. You actually taking your time out of your day while you at work. I start bringing my shit to school to work. I'm like, shit, I'm about to start writing this down. Listen, like, hey,
seriously,
you get to see stuff. I'm like, I'm starting. Like, I get help from everybody. I talk to my mom. Like, Mom, I got an interview. What's up? I need help with questions. She like, first of all, you can't just start something and don't know what you're going to be doing. So I'm like, okay. So she told me, like, hey, do your research, Google, do this. And I start reading up on how to interview somebody that's actually becoming a producer or writing their own films. I'm like, let me see what this is all about. Because you don't want to just get here and just be like, yeah, so you tell me everything, I'm listening.
Exactly.
Like, but we got a little chemistry, so it's cool. You know what I'm saying? It's an easier vibe. I said, you came with your wine. I'm like,
yeah,
she was like, she wasn't playing. She like, I'm ready. I'm like, bet. I'm like, let's go. And that's the good thing, though. But, so when it come down to your filmmaking, like, do this whole little pandemic thing, was it hard?
Oh, my God. It was, the pandemic put a lot of strain on the film, on all filmmakers. I know that it did. Yeah, it did. It was very different from my first filming. Basically, with the COVID, filming during COVID. Right now, you can't have a gathering of people. Right. So it is hard because with crew itself, you could have 10 people just from crew, to get things shot. So we lost a lot of locations. That was a thing because we rented a lot of locations. And then once they knew what we were actually doing, they canceled because they're like, it's COVID and, we have to go by these certain guidelines and things like that. So I had to do a lot of rescheduling shoot dates and things of that nature because we didn't have the location and things like that. So, and then also being on set, I had to make sure people, we had to take temps. We had to wear masks if you were not shooting at the, if this wasn't your scene. So it was a lot. We had to prepare the food for the crew different because of COVID. Everybody we couldn't have it buffet style. Right. So it was a lot. Like with this being only my second film, it was a lot, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, yes, it was a lot. COVID did a number on me with this film.
So did COVID affect you with life and family? I'm sorry.
Not really. Everyone has been actually healthy, thank God for that. I did actually have 2 cousins who caught the COVID, but they were fine. Like, one, she was diagnosed with COVID and she was able to go home. She didn't have symptoms. Another one of my cousins, she did have symptoms, and hers wasn't as good. She had to stay in the hospital, but that was like a month ago. She's over it. She's fine. So, and my household has been fine, and thank God for it. But yeah, everyone's been good. So. Yeah.
So everybody healthy. That's good because this COVID crap is horrible. Like even at work, I was upset with it at first. You know, like I got tired of hearing people all day. You know, like they just constantly want to tell you, "Oh, my mask should be like this."
Oh my gosh.
You know? The lady, I don't know if you. This is one older lady down the line. She 30 steps away. I counted because I got tired of her talking to me. So I'm like, "You 30?" She literally came in my space. It was like, "You need to put your mask on." Like, if it's bothering you and you so scared of COVID, why did you take the time out to come down here in my face to tell me? I was upset with it at first, but now I understand, like, okay, she is older. It would affect her more, and she could take it home to somebody that might be sicker, and she get it from me and whatever. Yeah. It took me a minute to understand it, but it's like now I'm trying to understand it somewhat. But COVID have done a number on a lot of people. Yeah. A lot of people in my family, even friends, family, they lost some people, and it's sad, you know.
Yeah, it is.
It's very sad, and I kind of just, now I'm just looking at life, like, that junk had me in the room one day, like, I literally, like, my mom had kept my daughter for a while, and during the COVID, because we were still working a little bit, I used to wake up in here, I feel like I was going insane. I'm like, dang, can't go outside, can't do this, can't do that. It was crazy. COVID is crazy as hell. I hope 2021 be better, you know, but.
With me being a writer, to be honest, like, the staying at home stuff, it did not bother me. I don't know if it's because I'm getting older or what, but I enjoyed it. Like, I did.
Because you writing, you had something to do.
I really enjoy, and I was able to get my new film done. Like, I was able to get it done, written, and just chilling in the house. Like, I don't know, I enjoyed it. I did.
It was cool with me.
I did, and it's like anybody that I was close to, they still came over. So it was just like, it was just more intimate.
It was normal.
Yeah, it was normal for me. Like, well, of course, like for a moment, my grandma didn't want to see me, and she had me messed up. Like, no, what is wrong with you? But after she got over it, because she was like, well, I miss y'all. I can't not see y'all no more. So after that was really the only thing. My grandma didn't see me for like 2 weeks when COVID first started. But after, yeah, she had me twisted. Me and my daughter was like, girl, no. So after
did y'all go around there with a mask or no?
When we started going back around her, no, because it was just like, listen, you want us here or you don't. So no, we didn't use masks when we started going back around her. No, I did not.
Oh, my grandma wasn't playing. She wear masks. Yeah. My mama would wear masks. Every family function we went to, and it was literally like my auntie, her kids, and me, my mom, and us. We all had to wear masks. We didn't even go see my grandma. Like, my cousins would be like, no, I ain't going to grandma's because I don't want to get her sick. Like, yeah. It actually was a thing. It was like, dang. And I looked at him like, you really thinking like that? I said, I did not think of it like that. Like, yeah. You actually could possibly, because she have diabetes and stuff like that. Yeah. So I don't know how that would have triggered her with mixed with COVID.
Just anything. You just want to be careful.
Right.
Yeah.
I was wanting to know this though, like when it come down, because I'm pretty sure most of it is written down spaces, because I never knew. I'm like, how do they get? So when you film it, so you go, let's say you want to pick a restaurant you want to be at. Uh-huh. So you go in there, you rent the restaurant out, so you pay them for the amount, like for the renting. So it's like they don't have guests coming in there; it just literally be y'all.
Yes, it will be us. So, the way they'll do it, you could do it either way. Like, you can rent it out for you can rent it out for the day, the few hours, however, you know, that you and the owner agree upon. Right. But, you can rent it out where it is closed, where it'll just be your film crew, and then you can have extras. Oh. Or you can actually have it open so that you can have like steady traffic, so it can just look normal.
Have you ever done it that way?
Yes, I have. I've done both ways.
How that work out? Because the people be like, what the hell am I walking into? Or
As soon as they walk in, they'll look or whatever. But once you explain what's happening, people are always excited. Like, so it's never
like, I'm about to be in a movie.
Yeah, they're always excited. It's never like, oh my God, no. So they're always excited. So yeah, you could do either way. You could shut it down, just have your own extras, or you can leave it where you can rent it and still it be open, where they'll be open for business, and you'll catch the regular customers coming in and out.
How long do it normally take you to write your movies?
Oh, it depends on the script. But I can like this short I just did. I wrote that short in like a week. Then my feature film, I wrote, I'll say probably about a month, to be honest. The hardest part for me when I'm writing is the ending. I always want it to end well. Yeah. I always want it to end well, and I don't want it to end where it's like predictable. So that takes the longest. Like, literally, I can get a script done in a week, and then it's gonna take me 3 weeks for the ending.
Wow.
Yeah. So that yeah. So literally, I can do a script in a week because once I start writing, I write that whole day. Like when I wake up, if I'm up at 7 a.m., 6 a.m., I'm writing until at least I try to cut myself off at 10 p.m. So that's literally, I do that all days, just days and hours at a time. So honestly, it'll take me about a week to write a script.
Right.
But to make sure it's what I want, and the final, I'll say a month, to be honest. And that's literally because of the end.
So the ending is the hard part.
The ending is the
I
hard
could
part
believe
for
that
me.
though, because you want to make sure it's a good ending. You want to make sure that they be like, "Oh my God, did you see?"
Yeah, you want to wrap up the whole movie. It's
Right.
like, so it's the ending for me.
I feel like if I was to write a movie, it's to keep it staying on track. It's like the making sure your movie makes sense.
Yeah.
It's like, it's almost like when you talk. Writing a movie is like somewhat, actually filming the movie is like talking. You know what I'm saying? You got to actually know what the movie is about, what you're saying, what you're doing. Like, it's a lot. You got to make sure somebody's actually acting it out, like they really feel it. Like, I watch movies now, like how you was just saying, you like to focus on, when you was little, you used to look at the screen and be like, okay, look how they did that.
The shots.
I do that now. Like, when I picked up my first camera, I was probably like 20. And my friend was like, "Oh, you got an eye for this. You should do it." I didn't know what the fuck the eye meant. I'm like, "What the fuck you talking about?"
Yeah.
And I stopped doing. I stopped doing pictures for a second, but now I be looking at stuff. I look at how people do pictures. I look at how movies are actually filmed. And when I'm looking at the movie, and I'm like, "Oh, I want to know how they do that." So now I'm on Instagram. Thank you. Now I'm on Instagram, and now I get to see like how they be shooting action movies. That is so interesting.
Here, whoo. You know what? I don't have, like, I have a scene, like I might have some shooting or something in the film, but just like action scenes from just the little part that I did of the shooting that I have in my film, it takes so much. And so I am super excited to get in a film, whether it's mine or whether I'm acting in it,
right,
where it's an action scene, because it takes so much, and I want to do it. Like, I really want to do it. I seen
a little clip like of them doing a driving shooting scene.
Listen,
it's a car behind them while he's driving with a camera hanging off on the edge.
Much.
I said, what the fuck? I said, how do you even know when to put that in?
It's so much. Like it's so fun. Like, your adrenaline be pumping. It's a rush. Like, for me, it's a rush.
Hell, I believe you, because I be looking at, I'm like, damn, that shit looks so sweet. Like,
I can't wait to be a part of it.
I used to want to know how to actually do things like that. Now I'm trying to learn how to do effects. Like, I do my own editing. Like, if you use like the little things, like my little the flyer when I say when I'm promoting stuff, I'm googling YouTube and like, how do they do this? How do they do this? Now I want to learn how, because I like to shoot music videos too. So now I saw this thing on TikTok where the dude had it on his hand. He threw it up in the air, and the video was playing in the sky, and it was regular land. I'm like, how the hell do you do that?
Listen,
like,
they got apps for that.
Man, they got everything. And then I be trying to I'm curious on, like, is everything done through apps now? Like, because it's so much stuff you can do through the apps. Like, people take their music video, put it on the app, tweak it on the app, then put it back on the computer, then send it on its way. I'm like, y'all doing a lot.
Yes, you have things. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you serious about your craft, you got things literally at your fingertips, but you got to do the work. You gonna have to put it in.
When I learn that shit, when I be learning
you have to.
You be like, people is not gonna expect that from you.
Yes,
because when I see it, I be like, nobody expect me to know how to throw a video up in the air. Nobody would not expect that. So I'm like, let me learn it. And when I learn it, you're going to have different eyes on it. You're going to be like, oh, do you see how he did that? Q, you know how to do that?
Exactly.
And it's going to be sweet. So I actually like to take my time out now and actually focus on what's the main focus. I like to be main focus on whatever I'm doing. And because it's interesting to me, like, I'm like, I want to learn new things. I want to know how to do certain things so people can come to me because they know I know how to do that.
Exactly.
Like, I watched my man's, like, I don't know if you know how how street racing is in Detroit. Like, they got this whole turn shit, no lame shit thing going on. And if you watch it, this dude, he got his car. They did like a short video for him in his car. The most sweetest thing in the world to me, because like they got him drifting, turning corners.
Okay.
And you actually see them recording him somebody recording the person that's recording him, and you watching how they put their craft in. You like, that is dope.
Okay.
I want to learn that shit. Like, I want to learn how to do all the sweet shit. So when people be like, I need a video done, I'm like, come to me.
Okay.
Like, I want to actually go buy me a $6,000 camera.
it's worth it.
It's
an investment. That's an investment.
It is.
Because that's what you want to do. Anyone else will look like a $6,000 camera. That's crazy, but that's not what they do. You know what I'm saying? That $6,000 camera is going to generate for you. It's going to generate income. You need that $6,000 camera.
Hell yeah, because
it works.
I want to.
It's worth it.
I want to start. I actually used to want to do short films. Like me and my friends used to be like, oh, bro, we should do short films. We did used to get discouraged a lot, but they don't want to move unless I move. Like I'd be like, come on, y'all, let's try this. They'd be like, yeah, Q, you got to do it first, bro. I'm like, why I gotta take the L, or why I always think of a negative, you know, instead of being connected with a positive. So now I take the podcasting, I'm actually being serious. I'm like, you know what? It's simple. Some people will like what I'm talking about. Some people will like what I'm doing. And it's like, you take your time out and try it. You never know what you'll get for real.
You have to. You have to. Definitely.
So like your next movie, what is it really about?
My next film, I'm super excited. This will be my first feature. This film is called Tina and Lori. It is about two high school girls. They end up committing a crime, and they're going to end up going on a run. So the whole film is going to be about them on their journey, basically, to wherever their destination may be after they go on a run. And it just shows them and what they're going through, and just life for these young girls that they're lost. They don't know what to do right now after they did what they did. So
not to go too deep into it, but what can you tell us what they did, or you want us to wait?
I kind of want y'all to wait so you can see it. Well, I can't let you know that the crime that they committed, they killed someone.
Okay.
Yeah, they killed someone. So I don't want to tell you who they killed because I want y'all to see it and be like, oh my God. But yeah, so they end up killing someone.
Now everybody about to be watching the movie like,
yes.
Oh, she did say somebody's going to
yes,
die. Now look how close they was. Oh shit, is it going to be this person?
Right. So that's why I don't want to say it. Yeah.
I feel it. So when it come down to this film, like, was it more time consuming than the last one?
Oh, definitely. So this one, like, so a feature film, you have short films and you have feature films. Feature films is anything that is over an hour. So with this one, it's longer. This one, I'm thinking we're going to try to have it at least at an hour and 40 minutes. So yes, it was definitely longer to shoot, and it took, I think altogether we got it done in 9 days though. Altogether.
So you got a good team, cause
9 days. Usually they try to do it within 10. So I think we did good. We did it in 9 days.
Man, it used to take me like 10 hours to do a TikTok video. Like,
listen, yes, 9 full days. Yeah, once you on set, cancel all your plans. There's no later. Yeah, it's just right, not just it's all day. You're there. Once you're there, you're there.
But that gotta be fun though.
Let me tell you,
when I am on set,
because this is what you like to do. Like we always will have people on set where it's basically internship because this is what you want to do. So those are the people I want on my set and around me. I don't want anyone coming just to be there on set to look and see what's going on.
Right.
I want someone there because that's their field and they're trying to learn. So we always encourage anyone to intern because for one, you need the crew help, like literally you need it, and then you're gonna soak up so much because even on set I'm learning different things as well, you know.
Right.
So yeah, we encourage, like for my next film, I'll definitely reach out to you if you want to come on the set just to see what's going on. Do you know what your next film gonna be? To be honest, I don't know if it's going to be Mischievous 2 or if I'll have another one before then. So with Tina and Lori will be out next year. It will be out the spring of 2021. I'm not sure if we're going to do April or May, but it will be spring of 2021 for sure. That will be the next film. And then my next project after that, I'm not sure. If I know for sure we're going to do a Mischievous 2. People have been asking me about that. We are going to do a Mischievous 2. So that may be my next one. But I don't know if I'm going to start filming that in the spring or the summer of next year.
Okay, and I heard, I don't know where you posted it at, where I heard it at. You was like, yeah, I hope the next one be Cali, like, or something like that. It was something about you being out of town when you do your next film.
Oh, I don't know. Everything I'm doing right now is definitely Detroit based, unless we do something where it's just needed, where it's like, where there's, like, if we're saying we're in California or we're in Florida, like we may go just to get that scene because you know they have the pretty trees and things. You wanna have it look like it, you know what I'm saying? But as of right now, all my films are Detroit based. Like Tina and Lori, these are two girls that are from Detroit. So I try to do everything from
That's
Detroit
good.
because I like to rep our city. Like,
I feel
you know,
it.
I want to rep our city, and I want to show that our city has we have different, like, visions, because I don't want everything to look the same or sound the same coming out of Detroit. I just want to show a different point of view from Detroit.
I believe, okay, like support wise, do you believe Detroit is a good supporting system? Like, do you think like being in Detroit is easy to get somebody to support you?
So, with that, before I started Tina and Lori, my answer would have been no.
Hold on.
During Tina and Lori, because like I said, I had some setback days. I had a day where we lost like what, $6,000. That was a day lost, and it was because we flew out someone to play one of the roles, and then we lost the location. And so with that, we had I had to sit down, me and my partner and one of his friends that is into films. And when I tell you, the people that we were having meetings with they are established. We've had I had a meeting with a writer from Moolah Films. I have other people that I've had meeting with, and they have films out. They have more than like 5-10 films out. These are people that I'm having meetings with. Working. Yeah. And when I'm in these meetings, like literally their first thing is like, what do you need? What do you need? And I was not expecting that, to be perfectly honest. Like, everyone that I have came across with, where they have their own production companies, and these are writers, directors, and producers who have films that are out on Amazon Prime, Tubi. They have been so helpful. And their main thing was, because look, we want everybody to win. We want Detroit to win, and that's all I've been getting from all of the producers and directors and writers from Detroit.
You know, it's crazy. Period. I think you're gonna get support from the people that is in somewhat the same field as you. Like, cause me personally, I used to think that support is you not getting it from the city. I really, I'm a somewhat still say I believe that, cause it's like you ask, like, the thing is, I don't think you're gonna get support from the people that's on your social media base. Like,
understandable.
Facebook, Instagram.
I'm gonna stop you right there. I am very active on Facebook. I am not active on Instagram and other social sites, I only made an Instagram once I started, when I started writing, and people was like, no, you have to have Instagram. I am very social. I am very active on Facebook, and let me tell you, my Facebook friends, they go in for me. They really do. Right. They want my material. With Mischievous, I think we're at like 6,000 on YouTube, and that's literally, when I put out Mischievous, I only had like 300 followers at the time, and I did no promoting. I did all of the promoting on my social network, and like I said, I'm at like 5,000-6,000 views with my first film. So, to be honest, your biggest supporters are going to be strangers. That's going to be your biggest support.
I believe that.
I don't understand it, but that is going to be your biggest support. You're going to take it. You're going to feel some type of way, whatever. Feel how you want to feel, because people will come around once they see that you're popping.
And that's
what I'm saying.
It
does suck. However, all the strangers, I'm telling you, all my Facebook followers, they support me to the max. Like, with all of my projects, they're literally, that's the only reason why I really want to do a Mischievous 2, because people ask me about it all the time. They're confused to why there's not a 2. So to answer your question, support in the city, since I've started, I had so much support from producers, writers, and strangers. And it kind of sucked, but it is what it is.
I feel you on that. Like, because when I dropped my first podcast, like, I'm just praying that I get better, and it gets better, and people more tuned in. When it came to it, I'm like, okay, look, y'all, I know this is last minute, kind of fast. I took it, and I dropped it right into the family group chat. I said, look, y'all, here, go follow this channel. This is dropping at this time. And they supported that. I respect them for that, because back then when I was doing stuff, I feel like they want to see me be focused on something. I feel like once your family see you focused, and they see, okay, he's taking this serious. This is all he posts. This is all he talk about.
Yes,
that's help him. And then if they realize, once people realize that, okay, I see his goal, you don't know what door I can open for you. You realize that you get close to somebody that's getting close to other people. Like, I can say to you, or I can say to somebody, I want to act. Well, I got my homegirl. She's a producer. She write her own movie. She do this. She got this, and that out. I can see if I can reach out for it and see what she can do for you.
Exactly.
It's all about knowing people.
Yes.
So, and if you support me the right way, or if you behind me somewhat a little bit, I don't even care if you liked it. If you behind me somewhat and you find out what I'm doing and who I know, I can move you on to the next person.
Yes.
Like one of my homeboys, he actually trying to open up he is trying to do a record label.
Okay.
I know tons of music artists.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, oh man, look, let me help you with this. Let me tell you about this. Let me tell you about this, and this.
Yes.
And the thing is with him, he's like, okay, bet. Now he want to get on the show. I'm like, yeah, so you can talk about it. I'm like, okay, cool. I told him I got all these people. He's like, all right, man, cool. But I hear nothing like though. He ain't saying like, hey, yeah, bro, send him my way. Like he got somebody. I think he got his brother that make music. His brother's really talented, and they making music. So I'm guessing he's trying to figure it out on that.
Yeah.
But I support him everything he posts.
Yeah.
I'm sharing it. I'm liking it. I'm moving it because I want him to get out there. And it's so crazy because I be seeing people trying to actually put their stuff out there and nobody to support it. I don't give a damn. Like one of my mans, he did music. His first few songs trash. I tell him garbage, but somebody else will like it. So let me share it for you because I know somebody will like it.
Got you right.
So I don't sit back and just. I'm not sharing that garbage on my page. Listen, what I want people to understand is my page is all about support.
Okay.
I don't care if it's trash. I don't care if it's not to you, but somebody else will like it.
Exactly.
That's what it's all about. Somebody else liking it. Just because I just heard Kevin Hart say this. He said he never knew. I don't know who the guy was because he didn't even know the guy, but it was a guy he never knew him. But he's famous. He made it. I didn't know the guy either. I'm like, I don't know who he is. You might not like it, but somebody else will.
Exactly.
So it's like you got to support people the best way you can, and that was a good thing to say. Like a lot of people probably don't even know who Kevin Hart is, but look where he at. He's at the top.
Exactly.
A lot of people probably don't know who a lot of people is,
yeah.
and they all are at the top. And that's how that's what it's all about. It's just all about knowing certain people and getting a certain eye. Certain people understand your craft, some people won't, and that's what's good. You know,
yeah.
It's really a good thing to see people actually supporting you and they don't even know you, and it's like that's a good thing.
Yes.
Because I want to start something for the city too, like for the kids, because this COVID crap then had kids locked in the house. It had parents losing their mind. I want to actually start something next year for the kids. Like I want to be somebody that actually bring the city up because we don't got no real life help in the city. Everybody want when it come down to the city for help. Like even the scammers, they getting free money, and they want you to pay them $2,500-$3,000. I'm like, dang, bro, you getting free cheese, and you don't even want to show me how to get this quick little, I don't want to learn it, but I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? Like people that be telling me that they be talking to them, and I'm like, you talk to them? I'm like, yeah, and he like, yeah, but he want 10,000. Do you think if I had 10,000, I would literally be trying to scam? You feel me? Like if I had that, I would not be asking you.
Exactly.
But that's just how the city is, man. It's crazy. Like,
yeah, sometimes it's just not. It's not what you know, because I know that I am a talent. I know that I have it. It's sometimes who you know, and that's just the old saying. It's not what you know, it's who you know. And I know a lot of time our other saying is move in silence, move in silence. You don't have to put your whole blueprint in front of people, but sometimes you have to open your mouth because people can help you. God will put people in your path, and you're not discussing things. You praying to God, asking for help. Then God will put people in your path, but they don't know what you need because you're not talking about it. Right. So you don't have to, like with me, like I'm very private with my scripts until I actually know, like I'm gonna get production for it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to be like that. However, I don't have to give the person my whole script, but I can let the person know what's going on because I may need help. With this, like with a lot of your crafts or your dreams, you are not going to be able to do it alone. You're going to need help. Like literally, like what I do with my profession, it takes a team. I've tried to do it all by myself, and it's a lot. It's a lot. You need a team. So sometimes you have to open your mouth and talk to people. You don't have to give them your blueprint, but definitely reach out to people because it's people out here that will help you, and it's people that are here to help you. So just put yourself out there, and if it's something that you believe in and you know you can do it, just put yourself out there.
I believe that's how I gotta go. Like, cause I did not want to put nothing out there.
You have to.
I used to be like, man, no, people ain't gonna like this. People ain't gonna.
Oh my
but
God.
Then you got.
Yeah.
I fought. I said, you know what? I got to a point in my life. I said, look, you don't have to like it. This is who I am. Like I get negative comments. I get somebody like my man to say, oh yeah, bro, I support you. but then everything is a joke. Like I'm no longer joking no more. Like
I'm serious.
I'm up here now.
Yes.
Like, I'm trying to be somebody,
Yeah.
and I'm not trying to walk through. I want to leave my daughter something. You know what I'm saying? I want her to have something.
Listen.
So that's how if I'm gone, she got something. If I leave too soon, I want my mama or her mama to have to take care of her, and they like, dang, I'm just left with the kid, no nothing. You know what I'm saying? So I actually want to leave something behind for them, and all the jokes, all the it ain't gonna work. Well, stay your negative ass over there.
You better keep going.
Yeah, like I'm not. I'm gonna keep going. Like I hope you keep going too, cause you actually got something going. And I want to talk to you. Like I got something that on my head. I'm like, man, after hearing your first one about if you was gonna make a second, a part 2 of your first film. I'm like, man, you put ideas in my head. I said, ooh, I hope she let me help her. I got something I want to tell her. Like, hey, look, like, listen, like, I got something for you. Like, I want to, because I swear I used to want to do short films. Like, we used to do skits, like, when we was a little younger. And we had this cold skit. Like, it was about to be so sweet. It was around the time of the Killer Clowns. You know how they used to run around town with the clowns and stuff. Around that time, one of my dudes went to Specs Howard. He was our cameraman. He was able to have a good professional camera. And we was so ready for this. We like, oh, bro, this might be the one. It was funny. We was more professional. The camera angle, how we set it up. This motherfucker here lost the video. No. First, he had the video. Never edited. It was time for him to get out of school. Never edited. Never brought the video back to us. We didn't have nothing. I'm like, yeah, so I can't do business with you. Like, but he was good. Like, but people put these fronts on to make you want to do something with him, and then fuck the whole thing up. And he messed that whole thing up. And we really was like, a lot of us were really prepared for that. Yeah. It was the shortest film, but the most funniest thing. Yeah. And he blew it. So it's like I try to deal with people that's either a little bit more up than me or up than me in general, because I know how serious they are. But if you just knew, it kind of makes me understand why people don't support you at the beginning. Yeah. Because they want to see how serious you are. Exactly. Because I thought he was serious. I'm like, oh, I bet he can help us get to the top. Exactly. He went to this expensive school. And then screwed us, you know? Yeah. So it's like I really want to get behind serious people. And for that, you got to talk to people. Like, I don't think Michigan is I want to get my city up first. Yeah. Like, I want to get people out there first. Like, hey, look at him. Then I'm going to go. I don't want to stay here. Because there's so many opportunities if you move out. And when you do that, you know, you get to open up new